Hello and welcome to the webinar. And I'm happy to discuss one of our very new products, very new innovative products in uh, microbial QC area. Like Michael said, ATCC has a track record of 100 years of developing products that are innovative, and we provide authenticated reference materials to the scientific community, and we have an amazing track record of developing new and innovative products. Right. On that note, today I'm gonna talk about one of the most recent innovative products in microbial QC. It's called MicroQuant. And before I discuss more about MicroQuant, I wanted to note that we have an amazing portfolio of innovative products in biologic production, cell and gene therapy development, vaccine development, as well as quality and safety testing that we are going to discuss today. I wanted to note that when it comes to microbial QC guidelines, regulatory guidelines, most of the guidelines around the world are written around ATCC reference materials. So in a way, it's on to us to we have this responsibility towards the scientific community to provide um, authenticated reference materials in a very um, convenient way. And on that note, microbial QC testing applications touches our lives every day, starting from pharmaceutical drugs to medical devices, processed food, cosmetics. All of them use ADCC reference strains in a quantitated format. They, they require certain numbers of um, microbes in order to measure the safety and usability of the products. So when you look at the microbial, how the microbial reference strains are used for QC testing, it's a very involved process. Once somebody receives an authenticated strain from ATCC, it needs to be carefully grown and inoculated as well as verified uh, in multiple steps. And the entire process may take, on occasions, at least 2 weeks. Then one needs to verify the CFU count. You all know the involved process this is. And then after 2 weeks, after a lot of resources and time are spent on developing these assays, then you are ready uh, for the assay. So we at ADCC started thinking about whether there is a possibility of innovation. We identified this involved process as a scope for innovation, and we came up with a product that is known as MicroQuant. This MicroQuant, this product is capable of reducing this involved workflow that may span up to 2 weeks and can be very resource intensive to less than a minute. Where in that palette that you saw in the earlier picture, you have the microorganisms that you need for release testing in the exact quantitation that you need per regulatory guidelines. It can be available in both high CFU format as well as low CFU format. So this product, you can have the authenticated materials directly from ATCC. You don't need to culture them. It can be used right away in your release testing assays. So this is how we see the an innovative portfolio of product from ATCC can help accelerate your release testing activities. This product portfolio can be stored conveniently at refrigerated temperatures. They're precisely quantitated, as well as they are stable in pelleted format that are very easy to use. They rehydrate uniformly, and it's available in a kitted format. It is provided with um, a buffer, resuscitation buffer, and each of these pellets are manufactured under stringent ISO 17034 guidelines. And this is how the product looks. And this product with the provided resuscitation material can be dissolved quickly and uniformly. Let me demonstrate that. As you'll see that on your left side of the screen, you have this pellet. It has the exact quantitation of the microbial strain. And as soon as you um, dispense the rehydration buffer, it dissolves. And that right there, it is ready to be spread on a plate. In case you missed that rehydration, this rehydration process is instantaneous. As you see, one more time, I am trying to demonstrate that this process is rapid, it is uniform, and that itself has the ability to reduce variability in your testing. Yeah, as you see, as I have demonstrated, MicroQuant can readily dissolve. It is ready to go under almost instantaneously, under a minute. And this is how it compares when it comes to assay preparation time, how it compares with other available products in the same space. It doesn't have a thaw requirement, so it is really convenient to use. And this is how it, these are all the different types of bacteria and fungi that are available in MicroQuant format. They're available in both low CFU as well as high CFU format. And these are single-use, pre-quantitated pellets. And this is how consistent and precise the quantification of CFU is. As you see, this is for low CFU pellets, and for all the different strains that we have available under this portfolio, they always meet the guidelines required quantification of 10 to 100 CFU. This is for high CFU for pellets. As you see, again, it meets the standard requirement, and this maps with USP 51 guidelines. Here, I wanted to demonstrate that once you have resuscitated a pellet, you can keep using them for more than one assays through 8 hours, up to 8 hours. And your CFU quantitation is not gonna fall off the rate. So that gives great convenience to the end user. For somebody in the bench, they can use it throughout their workday, and if they store the resuscitated pellets at our refrigerated temperatures. This is the same information for high CFU titers. This is how the short-term stability looks like. in resuscitated condition. All the different strains that are available in high CFU format under this portfolio, they can be used for up to 8 hours, and they will meet the specification of USB 51. This is how their shelf life looks like. They are Most of them are around more than 1 year. They can be conveniently stored at 4 degrees centigrade. You don't need a freezer in order to store these materials. And this is for high titer products. And again, as you see, they can be conveniently stored at 4 degrees centigrade. This is a great help for small testing labs that do not want to invest in freezers and maintaining freezers. So that is great. Next, I'm going to show you the transportation stability. This is very important. We have measured the stability of, or the ability of these MicroQuant um, products to consistently produce um, desired CFU numbers if they were exposed to less than optimal condition during shipment. And they were tested under ISTA guideline for 3 days, and we didn't see a significant difference between the samples that were preserved at optimal laboratory conditions. So this is great news. That shows the resilience that is built into this product. This is the high titer information. Again, we looked at transportation stability for all the strains. This is the overall picture, how MicroQuant products compare with other available products. At the processing time uh, is really less than a minute. It's instantaneous dissolution, uniform dissolution. You don't have to worry about your pallet not dissolving and whatnot. It can be conveniently stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. There is no requirement of thawing your product, right? They are manufactured under stringent ISO 17034 guidelines. We have all the strains for USP 51 as well as 61. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to talk about other strains. We are working on making the entire panels of USB uh, chapters available. Um, these products are available in keyed format along with rehydration buffer. And most importantly, all these strains are sourced directly from ATCC. Not only that, these are passage zero materials. So you don't have to worry about genetic drift or any other uncharacteristic mutations and whatnot that can impact your release assay. All the strains in under MicroQuant portfolio, they go through stringent testing and analysis, like other reference materials from ATCC. They undergo phenotypic analysis, where we look at cell morphology, colony description, as well as viability and purity. We look at proteomic outcomes, as well as functional testings. And most importantly, we have genetic information of all the strains. All the genomes are characterized, and they are available through ATCC Genome Portal. This is more information about ATCC Genome Portal. It's an amazing resource. We have authenticated microbial reference genomes for more than 4,000 bacteria, several hundred viruses, fungi, as well as proteins. This is the entire portfolio of MicroQuant. They're these organisms, 6 different organisms, they're available in low and high CFU formats. And you have the option of ordering USB 51 specific kits, and you'll get 5 files of pellets at high CFU, as well as you have the option of ordering USB 61, which is low CFU pellets, which are low CFU pellets. This is how all the strains that are available, they map with other USB chapters other than USB 51 and 61. For example, our Aspergillus brasilensis, it maps with USB 51, high CFU one, which can be used for food media and other QC testing. Whereas Candida albicans in low CFU format meets the requirement of USB 61, as well as 62 and USB 71. Like I said before, we are working on making all the reference organisms that map with different USB chapters available to you. If you want more information about MicroQuant, here is a QR code for you. It will take you directly to the ATCC MicroQuant page. And thank you for listening. I'm happy to connect with you. This is my email. Michael, I'm back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty, for the excellent presentation. In just a few moments, we'll begin our Q&A session. Joining Dr. Chakraborty are Quinn Osgood, Program Manager in the BioNexus Cryopreservation Team, and Kyle Young, Product Manager for our microbial portfolio. To ask questions, please use the chat function available in the webinar program. Remember, the webinar presentation will be available on demand at www.atcc.org/resources. And if you're a professional working in microbial QC testing and would like to try MicroQuant, you can request a sample of the MicroQuant low CFU product by completing the form accessible by typing in the URL you see on this slide. Or you can scan the QR code with your mobile device as well. Submissions of a request does not guarantee fulfillment. The sampling program is for 1 sample per organization, per customer. Sample availability is based on inventory levels in the US or other regions. The form fill is simple, and we'd love to hear from you. So please take the time and fill out the form. I'll leave this slide up so you can take the time to fill out that form. But without further ado, what I'd like to do now is move into the Q&A session. We've had several questions come in, so we're going to go ahead and get started.